LARPing their way into your nightmares. It's Two Nerds and a Joke with Robert and Ernie.
Thank you, Disembodied Heart Girl Voice. This is Two Nerds and a Joke with Robert and Ernie. I am Ernie.
I'm Robert.
And we're here to give you another slice of our lives.
Yes, this is not a special. We've been doing a lot of specials.
Yes.
They were been very good.
And you know what? If you do everything as a special, then nothing's a special.
That's true. So this is just regular.
This is just a regular show.
Regular episode.
Oh, we can't say that either. We're sued.
That's good. That's a good one.
Please.
People really liked our Mark Hamill special. It's got a lot of views. It's got like 20 hits.
I would talk...
Except for Mark Hamill. He didn't watch it.
Oh, see, you just ruined the moment for me.
There's a moment. The moment.
I'm now sad fleck.
Aw, I could feel it.
Speaking of sad fleck.
Oh, God help us all.
Will the internet rumors stop?
Oh, God help
You know what the latest is, right?
I saw the Superman...
Joey Lawrence.
Yeah.
Why, God?
What?
Why?
No, I did not hear that one.
Joey Lawrence.
God help us all.
Whoa.
No. You know, I did see a lot of that creepy Joker, though.
Yes.
With the face, with the covering and the spikes. I've seen it a lot all over the place.
That's from the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah, that's
Which
creepy.
is a very creepy... And they're doing DC... I'm sorry. It's pronounced deceased.
Yeah.
Deceased. Plague infects the whole planet. And the cover art, which I think it was leaked last week or the week before, it shows like Batman fighting off zombies. So essentially everyone's... It's kind of like, you know, The Walking Dead is winding down, thankfully.
Thank God. Last season...
Z-Nation is done.
Yeah. I think we're past the zombies. Now it's dragons again, I think, is hitting it. Oh, did you see the trailer for Tolkien?
Yes.
That looks nice. I think it'll be a nice flip.
I think we need something like that now.
Yeah.
I think we've explored that. Well, considering Amazon just bought the rights to Tolkien's.
Yeah, that looks
like
he's going to do some stuff.
$750 million
You know what? I will
just for the rights to make the show.
Dark Crystal's coming back.
However, it's not going to be the characters we like.
Well, no, it's going to be a prequel, right?
Yeah.
Like a prequel?
Prequel of Hobbits. So the Hobbits you know aren't going to be in this.
If it's well done, I'm not going to be heartbroken if they do the right
It's going to be like Krypton.
Yeah, where you're not going to like it, but then you're going to like it.
Yes. It's going to show.
Yeah.
And then you're going to watch it like on one of your streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, why didn't I watch this?
Yeah. Yeah, you're just catch it somewhere. You're like, oh,
yeah,
this is really good.
This is really good. Arrow's winding down.
Yeah. They're talking of canceling.
Flash is winding down. No. Legends is winding down. Arrow's winding down. Flash is still
fine.
going.
Yeah, Flash is fine.
Rumors have it Supergirl's tanking, which I don't know how it tanks.
Yeah, it's really good, but I think they're talking about changing.
But I can kind of see why.
Yeah, it's a little too fluffy.
Well, it comes and goes like this.
Yeah.
The seasons.
Yeah.
So the seasons that are really good are the really comic book based dark ones about Supergirl.
Right, which is kind of the thing that people want to see.
Yeah.
But
and then they go back into let's be more popular.
Yeah.
Let's talk about boys and all this other stuff.
And so it kind of goes up and down. So I can see that.
Up and down.
I'm not gonna see a Superman. They're not gonna do a Superman. There's no one who's. Sorry, the Superman they chose is fine, but he's not Superman to me. I'm sorry. You know, if you ain't got a Christopher Reeves, then if you ain't got a Christopher Reeves,
I have the whole set over there in the room.
You gotta go
Christopher Reeves Superman box set.
If you're not gonna go with if you're not gonna go with that Superman, you have to go with the Man of Steel Superman.
Henry Cavill.
Having Cavill.
And he's done. He didn't want to be done. That was the whole thing.
I don't know. I don't trust
And I love how he has the toy of himself.
Yeah.
Still a Superman. He's like, I'm still Superman.
Yeah. And I love him for it, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, apparently he's doing another Mission Impossible, which I saw the Mission Impossible movie that he was in.
Yeah.
It was good.
Okay.
However,
wasn't Superman good?
He dies. Dude, there's no way he
Yeah.
comes back from that.
Yeah.
He is dead.
So speaking of movies and things...
But they're bringing him back.
We'll see. So...
But there were talks of other people doing Batman.
I'm done.
And the rumors never stopped.
No.
Like the one that I thought that
We
could possibly do it,
Yeah.
Armie Hammer.
Maybe.
But then they're saying we'll just bring that dude who plays Negan in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, where he's like
yeah.
Thomas Wayne, and I'm like, well, if you're gonna do Thomas Wayne, I'm on board for that.
Now they talk now about, speaking of Thomas Wayne and like Flashpoint stuff.
Yes.
But
then Ezra.
Yeah.
Ezra's still like, hey, we're just making sure it's a good movie. I think that's like fluff for.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still don't know if we have a movie or not.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're talking on the show or somewhere that they're talking about the Flash first. The Flash multiverse?
Yeah,
All the
with Godspeed.
Yeah.
And I saw Godspeed's costume.
Yeah.
It looks better than Flash's.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Hey, look,
We'll see.
that'll probably be the next hardbound book I get.
Oh yeah, Flash and Godspeed.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll probably do that. I mean, I only have one hardbound. Excuse me. I only have one hardbound. I need to expand my collection.
You did. You did.
So
a lot of stuff that we've done this.
a lot of
past week.
stuff that came across. Starting last week, I spent time with the little one, my little daughter, and this time we made sure we did like some things together.
Not just hanging around.
Not just hanging around.
It's hard. Sometimes they have a hard week.
Yeah.
Because I got kids too. They have a hard week, and
You know, she does.
don't want to do anything.
She does activities,
Yeah.
and like some days she's just like, she's
I don't
done.
want it. Yeah. And you know,
yeah, she's
you
done.
can't argue that, but you want to do something.
Yeah, I wanted to do something. So on Saturday we kind of did a day where we went to the movies. Now I was telling her as a kid her age, my parents when we used to live on a military base, they would just take me to the movie theater on Saturday.
Whatever's playing.
Whatever's playing is playing. It's suitable for me. It's usually like a Disney movie
Right.
or a Godzilla movie or something like that, right?
Now you have choice.
Now
You have to be careful.
Now here, you know, the movie theater I went to only had 2 screens.
Okay.
Yeah, the base 2 screens, but it was like $1.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it was like $1.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you had 2 choices. What were your choices?
let's see. Usually on Saturday mornings they only had 1 screen,
Okay.
but like later on in the evening it'd be like a PG movie
Okay.
or a rated R movie.
Okay.
Like we're talking 88 to 90. That's basically what I did on Saturdays.
Okay.
Go to the movies.
Yeah. So what were your choices?
So now,
Yeah.
you go to the theater right down the street. It's got 20 screens.
Oh yeah.
And
Like
the thing is, my daughter does not like 3D. So
Yeah.
she's weirded out about 3D.
I have family members. We don't do free 3D because some of them it can give them a headache or they get nauseous from it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
so
hardly ever do it.
I did the test a while back, and we watched The Secret Life of Pets. To this day, she has never forgotten the horror of watching The Secret Life of Pets in 3D.
Wow. So never again.
Never again.
Done?
Never again will she ever do a 3D movie.
Okay.
Probably when she's older.
Maybe.
I kind of wanted her to see Alita Battle Angel, but that looked a little too much for a kid her age.
Possibly, yeah.
And it was in 3D, and it was in IMAX.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If she can't handle 3D, IMAX 3D, yeah. That's
So we decided we were going to go over here to our local. Should I say the movie theater?
doesn't matter.
Cinemark. Don't sue us.
Well, they're not gonna sue us. They just pay us.
Free commercial.
Yeah, right.
Cinemark over here.
Yeah, I like Cinemark. To be honest.
And I have the app.
Yeah. me
So
too.
I ordered everything through the app. They gave me a discount. I got there, and literally, we're in this routine now where we go there early and we have lunch there. It's one of the
Nice.
places that you can
Yeah.
have lunch, sit down.
Is the upstairs one?
No, we couldn't go upstairs because
Okay.
there's age restrictions.
Yeah, because the alcohol. Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
forgot.
she can't go up there and enjoy that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
She
the
will one
theater's
day.
nice.
Yeah.
The theater's nice itself.
There's
like
one down the
Stetter
street,
was.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a really nice one.
Yeah, so we
They're
went
almost
to
all Egyptian themed. I'm not
yeah.
sure why.
This one is Egyptian.
Yeah.
themed.
Yeah.
So this one we went to the XD, which is like as high up to 3D without it being 3D.
Okay. So,
So-
the extra sound and the extra visual
Yes.
and the quality.
100-foot screen,
Nice.
not a bad seat in the house. The rows, there's like the
Little extra
leather,
space. Yeah.
and there's only so many in a row.
Nice.
So
So it's harder to get in. It's a more expensive
It's
ticket.
more expensive ticket.
But it's a slightly better experience.
It's slightly better experience. No one was blocking her because when we went to go see Mary Poppins, we saw it in one of their better theaters, but it was so packed we were like up front, so we're watching the movie like this.
Oh yeah. Ah.
Yeah.
No,
So
no shot.
yeah, no shot.
There you go.
So then we get there and I'm like, wow, this is a really nice experience. And my daughter loves these experiences.
Right.
Like whatever they do with movie theaters now they have like a toy store in there too.
Mm.
So I was like, let's just make it a day. Let me find the fun movie that's going to be out.
Yeah.
So I looked at the list, Lego Movie Part 2,
Yeah.
Probably a little bit too up here for her.
Really?
Because
I
here's
think
the
it would be
reason
just
why.
too obnoxious for her.
Well, because the first one she watched, she goes, I was like, you like Lego movies? She goes, yeah, it was good. That's the way she took it. Yeah, it was good.
I don't argue with her.
Lego Batman, yeah, that was good too. You know, that's the way she looked. For
thing I
me,
think
I was like, oh, I like the little call outs, little shout outs that they do.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
Even as an adult, it's okay. Yeah,
And-
sure, whatever.
And then I said, and then she goes, is the How to Train Your Dragon movie out? And I was like, yes, it is. It's this weekend. Do you want to see it? Yes. I'm like, have you seen the others? Because I couldn't even remember because we
Sure.
watched so many things.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
She goes, yes. She named off the characters: Toothless, Hiccup, all of them, right?
Nice. So she's a fan.
Yeah, so she's a fan. So we get in there, and of course, you know, it's the, oh, Daddy, look, you know, they have the collector's cup, which is Toothless in the collector's cup,
Of course.
and the popcorn bowl, which is Toothless,
Of
holding
course.
a
Yeah,
bowl.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm like, yeah, put it on the tab, right?
There you go.
And
Yeah. They know him so well, he has a tab.
let me tell you,
Ah.
collectible cups, I have them all over the house. I have Solo.
Yeah.
I have the Millennium Falcon. I have the Last Jedi metal popcorn tin.
Nice.
I have the Black Panther cups. So
I saw a signed poster of all of the characters from Solo at the swap meet I went to.
Really?
Yeah.
How much were they asking?
$985.
No one on that poster is worth $900.
No, but all of them collectively, maybe. It was not a bad poster.
No one.
Yeah.
No one.
Think-
No.
No. I don't even think Mark Hamill was on that particular one. Yeah.
That's a sore spot for me.
Yeah. I did see a collectible tin of Star Wars cards. It's a stainless steel tin with the cards inside.
Was it the
Grand.
pre-80?
Yeah, it was original.
Oh, man.
Yeah. $150. They know what this stuff is worth, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
As much as I would like to have those.
Yeah. There were some things, but
No.
yeah.
So
You go see you're at the theater, you get your cup, you get
yeah,
your
we got
popcorn,
everything
Toothless.
set up. We're going into the theater, and let me tell you, she enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
And there was some
Good, right?
And there was some points when she kind of clapped, and there was some points that she got a little emotional. And at the end, I guess what's unique is that we never saw the other movies in the theater. We always saw them at home.
Right.
So this one being in the theater, like larger than life, you know, you're immersed in it, and once it gets to the end, and then they end the story. Now this
This is it.
is it.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no more after this.
Yeah.
I think it sunk in at that moment for her. Like she had that thing of, well, that means they're not having anymore, right, Daddy? I'm like, yeah, no, the story's done. And she goes, why? I'm like, all stories have an ending.
I just teared up.
You just teared up? Yeah.
Good. It's good.
All stories have an ending.
I like that. That's good. You
Yeah.
gotta write that down.
Yeah.
That's the name of your book.
That's the name of my biography.
Yeah.
All stories have an ending. They're-
That's good. Oh, that's gold. Yeah. Get you right there.
So we get home and she's still feeling it like,
yeah.
and mind you, on the way out they have like the toy store I told you about, the little stand.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what?
Wow.
How often does this come around? Right?
Not very often.
So I'm like, pick whatever you want. So there you have the new craze now of blind bags.
Oh, that's never really gone away, but yeah.
Yeah, blind bags.
Yeah.
So she
I've
gets.
never been brave enough to do that.
Well, me as a kid, I would have never done that. I'm like, look, you want me to spend $6 and I don't even know what it is?
Yeah. I did that for Lego figures once.
And
It was a good pick.
was it fulfilling?
Yeah, it actually was. I got a Batman and a Robin.
I don't know. I don't like that type of fulfillment.
Yeah, no, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple characters I had no clues to who they were, but you can always get
You're like,
them.
all
I
right,
had no idea. But some cool weapons and stuff. It wasn't bad.
all right.
I got a medieval soldier out of it. It was good. Because I have a castle. I have a Lego castle.
Done with you.
It was really cool. I have all the little soldiers.
So
and-
done with you. So
So she picked up the blind bag.
so I let her get 2.
Ooh,
All right.
there's $50 gone.
Yeah. Well, I was already. Look,
You're
the
$100.
price
Oh,
of
God.
tickets.
Yeah.
All right, I was at $20. The snacks and drinks
Oh.
and food
That's another 30, right?
was $31.
Oh.
Yes, $31.
Thank God you're walking out with collectibles, right?
Tack on a couple blind bags to the tab.
Oh,
$6 each.
that's not bad though. It's not
No,
really
no,
horrible.
no. But I made the anticipation of her waiting to get home to open them.
Nice.
All
Very
right,
nice.
so she
Okay.
was cool about that, and I was like, "What did you like about the movie?" She goes, "I love the movie. I thought it was funny, and she liked the special effects, the way they did everything, because even though it's animated, how much of it really is animated, right?
Mm.
A lot of it's
hand-drawn.
CGI,
Yeah, CGI. It's computer drawn. I mean, it's still animated, but it's different.
But it's seamless.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know what was drawn and then
Right.
put into a computer,
Right.
and then what's solely generated by the computer, like some of the backgrounds,
Right.
the sweeping movements,
Mm.
and some of it was very close, like the way they did water and smoke and fog, wonderfully done. Even the fire looked real.
Nice.
It looked real.
Very cool.
So we get home. She opens up her blind bags. She opens up the first one and she gets the dragon with the 2 heads. Now, mind you, these are keychains that she puts on her backpack, which her backpack now is overloaded with Tokidokis.
Oh God, help us all.
Have you seen these things?
Yeah, you showed them to me when we went to the store.
They're part unicorn,
Yeah.
part mermaid, part Pegasus,
ridiculousness.
and they're from Japan. And my daughter's like completely into it.
God help us all.
She's into like all this Japanese stuff.
I guess
Sailor
her.
Moon.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And she's got all the sailors now.
Nice.
Like right now, like the thing that she's doing with my dad is, my poor dad. They're assembling the stands because they're legit figures. They're like $60 figures, right?
Yeah.
And you take the faces off. You can change the expressions. You can change the hair. So that way you can have them posing like if they're in the air, like flying, and they have the background like swirling around them. So my dad's building these little stands that came with it.
Yeah.
But all the instructions are in Japanese.
Oh God. Okay.
And literally, like the instructions for all of them, like could fit on this napkin. That's how small the print is.
Oh God.
And little tiny pictures, not in color, of like where stuff belongs, right? And the hands come off,
Right.
different like poses and stuff like that, and yeah, hundreds of hands, like hundreds of faces, and she's got all the sailors, and my dad's like trying to get them all set up for her for the next time she comes visit. And then they're gonna be transported back here to a shelf, so that way she can have them all. She's a completionist. I don't know what it is. So she got all these Tokidokis, and they're all clipped on. And now she's got this dragon that she's clipped onto it.
Okay. Was that all she got?
And then the next one that she opens up, I hear her go, "Oh my gosh!" And then she goes, "Look," and it's toothless.
Nice.
The one that she wanted.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah. So she got that one.
Nice.
And it's on her backpack. And you know, I called her up. I asked her, you know, so how was your day at school? Oh, it was good. My friends really like my backpack now because she got another Tokidoki. She got the 2 things from How to Train Your Dragon, and they thought, and her friends thought they was super cool.
Nice. Very good.
And she told them all about the movie.
Nice.
The other movie that we watched that I thought would be interesting, and this was just because we were on Hulu, and I didn't want her to watch like any more shows because she's like burned through a lot of them.
Yeah.
Space Jam with Michael Jordan from 1996.
Babs Bunny, was it?
Yes, Lola Bunny.
Adorable bunny, by the way.
Dirty old man. So it was weird because I had to tell my daughter who Michael Jordan was. She didn't understand who this guy was and what made him important.
Right.
I'm like, he's only the greatest basketball player who ever lived.
She's not into sports.
No. Like the most she ever did was soccer.
And she's 6.
7.
7.
Go to be 8.
Whatever. Same difference. It's an age that they don't give a you know, I mean, they don't. I mean, they
I mean,
about Tokidokis.
look,
and,
when I was 7,
Yeah.
all right, we're talking, all right, I was born in 74.
Yeah.
So we're talking 1981.
He's old.
I have already seen 2 Star Wars movies.
Right.
The Blues Brothers.
Okay. Sorry.
Blazing Saddles. Young
Wow.
Frankenstein.
Yeah. Blazing Saddles. God, that's an. I can't watch that now.
Oh, no, it's unwatchable now.
Awful.
Hold on. Let me think what else I watched. I don't know why my dad let me watch all this stuff either. Cheech Chong.
Oh God. Your dad was not very good. About
He was good. It was just he and I.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Fair
so
enough. It was like whatever.
He's like, look, you know what? Just don't say the words.
Yeah.
You know? So I just didn't want to get in trouble for saying the words.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of war movies, Patton and stuff like that. So I watched all that stuff, with my dad and with my mom. But sports at that time, let's see, we're talking early 80s. Like sports figures, I knew Reggie Jackson. I knew Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay. Is Nolan Ryan too?
Nolan Ryan was still playing.
There was a
lot of baseball in my house.
I was a baseball guy.
Yeah, there was a lot of baseball in my house.
Card
collecting.
Yeah.
So I knew the cards.
Yeah. But she's not into any of that.
No, and
Space Jam. Yeah.
It was Space Jam, and I had to explain to her, and she goes, Daddy, I don't understand why is he so special? I'm like, he's the greatest basketball player who ever lived, and he retired. He walked away from basketball. This was after he won the 3 championships.
Yeah. To be fair, he's still kind of the best. I mean,
really, best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And we're talking. I started watching.
Then
basketball.
There's good players. Don't get me wrong. There's still
now in basketball at that time. Like I had Bird, I had Magic.
Yep.
We also had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
My brother was a huge
Oscar Robertson.
Fan. Yeah.
You had a whole bunch of players. Like the NBA didn't have as many teams.
Right.
So the teams they did have, they were like powerhouses. They had long sustained runs, and then there were the weaker teams. That they would just run over.
Yeah.
From time to time, but like.
Did you play those the games, the video games?
Well, the video games when I was 7.
NBA Jam, remember that?
Well, that came out when I was much older.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Like when I was 7, the basketball game on the Atari was literally like 2 stick guys, and you just had to hit the button just the right way for the ball, to get around the guy or else he was blocking. So it was very rudimentary basketball game. But yeah, like those were greats, right? And then there was football at the time. So in the early 80s, it was still like a lot of Dallas Cowboys were on TV, the Redskins, the Giants, the 49ers, those were big teams. Once again, the league was much smaller back then, so...
Yeah, my brother was always really big into that. You know what I was into big? I was baseball, of course, Nolan Ryan, all that, but I was really big into hockey.
Oh, see,
There wasn't local hockey, but I was...
hockey.
Yeah, I watched it occasionally, but I was really big into like Wayne Gretzky and the Greats at the time.
Okay.
Lemieux, how you pronounce it? Lemieux, thank you. Lemieux and all those Penguins and all that.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Big fan. Smaller leagues.
Yeah.
Longer runs. Yeah. And you had there was always, the team always built them around one player. And I was trying to explain to her during this time, Michael Jordan was the best player.
Yeah.
He won 3 straight championships against 3 really good teams. And he was beating other greats. Yeah. And some of them were in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a classical piece.
Patrick Ewing, Sean Bradley.
You couldn't do that movie now.
No, you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And of course a lot of the places don't exist and a lot of the players are involved.
Right.
But apparently they are making another Space Jam.
I've heard rumor.
With LeBron James, because LeBron has to have his legacy match that of Michael Jordan.
Well, can't blame him for trying.
Hey, if you want to be the best, why not, right?
Yeah.
So she's watching this movie, right?
Right. Trying to make sense of it.
And once I tell her, well, he's the greatest basketball player lived, the movie kind of turns to him like playing baseball.
Yeah.
He's playing minor league baseball, which really did happen.
Yeah.
He did play for the Birmingham Barons back in the day, and that kind of spiked my interest back into card collecting because the card to get was him in his minor league uniform.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting that, by the way.
Nice.
So we're watching this, and she's like, so he plays basketball, so why is he playing baseball? And I'm like, well, it's something he always wanted to do. And, of course, the movie then goes
Frank
into...
Thomas.
Yeah, Frank Thomas.
Bo Jackson.
Bo knows.
Bo knows. He knew everything.
Bo was bigger than Michael in 86 and 87 because Michael Jordan was in his commercial.
Yeah.
All right, that's when you know you're big.
Yeah.
When Michael Jordan's in your commercial.
Yeah.
And so we're watching this movie, and I'm looking over at her, and she's really into this.
Nice.
The aliens come in, they kidnap Michael Jordan. She loves the Looney Tunes. She thinks they're still hilarious. And my dad's really appreciative of that because now cartoons are so serious and they're so message driven. Like, you can't just watch a cartoon just for fun now.
No.
It has to have a message. It has to have some sort of deeper meaning, or it has to have something to do with now or what kids have to deal with. Like, the Looney Tunes were just Looney Tunes. You know, they were ridiculous. They were over the top.
Yeah, or Tiny Toons.
Tiny Toon Adventures. She loves the Animaniacs because
Yeah.
of that reason.
My
it's
kids
just
love it too.
nonsense.
Oh, completely nonsense. They love it too.
Absolutely
Yeah,
nonsense.
Of course, they don't get the references. Like all
No.
the movie star references, they get none of that.
And Mia
That's
doesn't
fine.
know who Bill Clinton was because he makes a lot of appearances.
He does.
In
ironically.
Animaniacs.
Yeah, he's in the intro.
He's in the intro, yeah.
That's which is hilarious.
Um,
Very time driven at that point.
So yeah, so she's watching it and she's really getting into it, and she's like really worried that Michael Jordan's not gonna make, come through. But like, oh, if she only knew that Michael always came through the clutch. He always came through, no matter what. He carried the whole team on his back, which he pretty much did.
Yeah, except for Sky Piven.
Yeah, well, Scott. Luckiest man in the history of the world,
Just
if you
saying.
ask me.
Just saying.
He just so happens to get drafted by the Portland Trail Blazers, who were like, yeah, we'll trade him to the Bulls for like popcorn and a couple
Hey,
seats in the next game.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad.
No. So then, she's watching it, she's clapping. Then all of a sudden, like, he wins, and he goes back, and of course we can't say the musician's name anymore because of all the allegations. R. Kelly.
No, whatever. They're allegations. Who knows?
Well, no, it's
I know.
pretty much a done deal.
Poor guy.
I don't know if it's poor guy. All right.
Yeah, you have to go path through him, and sometimes it just
No.
All
So,
right, fine. Fair
of
enough.
course, it's a great soundtrack.
Yes, it is.
There's a
good-
lot of songs from
Yes.
like the '90s on there
It
that
says, yeah,
like
it's very,
Pump Up the Jam.
Yeah.
I Believe I Could Fly.
Yeah, some good songs.
Fly Like an Eagle.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Good songs.
So then, he goes back and then he says, "I'm back in basketball again," and of course it shows him like, wearing the 45.
Nice.
Well, she asked, did this really happen? Well, not like the aliens, but like, did he really go back to basketball? I said, yes, he did. And he won 3 more championships in a row. So,
There you go.
yeah, she loved, and I was like, did you really like it? She goes, I loved it. I'm like, holy cow.
There you go.
Hey, what? A movie that's was made in 95, 96?
Yeah.
And we're now in 2019.
Yeah.
And it's still a fun watch.
Yeah. So I had a similar experience with my daughter. I actually had her watch Breakfast Club.
Oh,
Yeah.
John Hughes flick.
Yeah, John Hughes fit.
Can you name all the John Hughes films?
Well, I know it's Pretty in Pink,
Go on.
16 Candles,
Uh-huh.
obviously Breakfast Club, and crap, there was another one too. I can't think of it. No, that's all I got.
Vacation.
Oh, he was a
Christmas Vacation.
Okay, but he was the Vacations. I keep forgetting he's the Vacation guy.
Home
Just-
Alone.
Oh God. Did he do all of them?
He did
2 and
Weird
3?
Science.
Oh,
No,
wow.
he didn't do 2 and 3.
He just did one.
He did 1.
He did the good
Wait,
one.
he could have done 2 and 3. I have to check
Oh,
on
then look at
that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So she watched it,
very nice.
and that was a lot of fun for her. She's older than your daughter by a bit.
Yes.
So it was all she wanted to know from that whole thing.
Pretty in Pink.
No, from Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club,
All
okay.
she wanted to know was what everybody did to get into detention.
Ah.
It was a murder mystery for her. The only thing I couldn't find out, what did Molly Ringwald do to get into detention? It's not in the movie.
It's not in the movie.
It's not in the movie. She's the only one you never find out what she did. Everybody else you find out. Don't find out what she did in the movie.
So we leave that up to you, audience.
Yes, it's out there. I know it is, but where? It's out there, but it is. So another thing that I did that I know you've watched, really freaky movie that I watched this past week, Birdman.
Welcome to 2015.
I know it's not that far ago. I mean, it isn't, but it was interesting. 4 years isn't bad. And here's the interesting thing about
That's
that.
a presidential term.
Yeah, right. God help us. So here's the thing about that movie that was so weird to me.
Go on.
It was when the Avengers first started. So it has clips in it about the Avengers. In the background, Robert Downey Jr. and the whole thing, right? They keep referencing the superhero thing.
Yeah.
So the biggest question for me, of course, was, is he really a superhero or not?
Isn't that great?
It's fantastic.
Isn't that great?
So he has powers,
right?
but he never really uses them.
Like,
So he's
like you the way they set the movie up is kind of like he's washed up,
Right.
and all this other stuff, and then like next thing you know he's like flying.
Yeah. So it's weird, and he said you show that he's played
Michael
this
Keaton.
character. Michael Keaton's fantastic,
Fantastic.
great actor,
And that was up for awards.
yeah, oh sure, it must have
Now you got to give him the other name.
been. Yeah, what's his name? Frick.
No, it's Birdman or the
The
unlikeness.
no, hold on. It is the unexpected virtue of ignorance. I don't know what that means.
It's great.
It's a great thing.
It's a great. It's
Yeah, it's totally not what I expected either. I was expecting it to be a parody, but it totally wasn't. Dark
It's very dark.
drama.
It's kind of humor.
Everybody's sleeping with
Satire.
everybody else. Sort of. It's more of a comedic
It's kind of like if you were
commentary.
if you yourself were involved in inner Hollywood
Yeah,
and you have an established footprint
yeah,
and you wanted to like basically let other people that aren't in like
Know what's going on?
know what's going on.
yeah.
It would be like that.
It was very cool, and it was interesting to me because it did really bring up something that's still kind of relevant,
Go on.
which was what is the truth behind Hollywood? Because we talked about this a while back in our Oscar special.
Preach it.
Yeah, it's what is the truth? What is the fake? I love the
The
critic.
truth is out there.
Yes, well, yeah, that too. But how much of what they
Project
do is
Blue Book, by the way,
yeah?
on History Channel.
Are they?
Go watch it.
Oh, I'll put it on my list. But I mean, that critic talks about, you guys in Hollywood, and this is truth, and what you do is bullflop, and
Yeah.
they kind of compare the two, and how she's uppity, and she's not wrong, but it's just two very different mediums. And when he tries to shoot himself at the end, and spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
I watched the film on a not so good streaming service
Mm.
because I made a mistake thinking it was something else.
Mm. What else? What did you
It
think
was
is?
Birdman.
Right. Oh, you thought it was Attorney at Law, Birdman.
Yeah, I thought it was Attorney at Law, Birdman.
Which is what I thought too, to be honest.
And I was like, oh, cool. I haven't seen this in a while. Click. I'm like, why is Michael Keaton on here?
Yeah.
Wait, he has powers? So it had me going. And mind you, I'm watching
What's
that
the other
movie.
dude? The other he plays off of? Cusack? No.
John Cusack.
It is John Cusack, isn't it? Freaky actor too. What else was he? He was in Being John Malkovich.
Yes.
Weird dude.
Yes.
Weird so weird.
And he was in all those rom-coms. He was in Hot Tub Time Machine, which kind of like
Weird.
brought him back into the
He's
fold.
so
again.
weird.
Um,
Great actor.
is he weird or is his sister Joan Cusack weird?
I don't remember what she's in.
She does the voice of Jessie in all the Toy Stories.
No, I don't think she's weird.
You don't think she's weird?
No.
She also plays those weird movie roles too. Did you ever watch Toy with Robin Williams?
Yes.
She was the
Sister?
The sister.
Oh, wasn't she someone in Beetlejuice?
Yes, she was.
She was the daughter.
No, that
Oh.
you're thinking Winona Ryder.
Oh no, yeah, no, I know. Who was she in though? She was in Beetlejuice though, right?
I think she was a friend.
Maybe.
A friend or
Okay.
an acquaintance?
But they're both weird. I think he's weirder because he's been in more stuff, so he gets this more exposure.
Well, yeah.
But he was really good in this movie, and a total douche. I mean, the whole time. And then he ends up sleeping with Mike Keaton's daughter. She's what's her name? Frick, what's her name? Didn't she play? She's played Gwen Stacy in the Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man movie. Didn't
Oh,
she? Right?
dude, I
It's been a while, I know.
It's
But
been-
yeah, so there's all these great little actors in it who do really cool roles. I so totally felt there's that one scene, the taxi scene, right?
okay.
Where he starts out and he's on the edge of that building. The guy pulls him back.
Yes.
And then he's he's
Mind
flying.
you, Michael Keaton's always trying to kill himself in this movie.
Yeah, no,
he's
seriously.
forever trying to kill
so
himself.
he's flying through the streets of New York, and this is above all the people and all this other stuff, and he's talking to himself. And he gets to the theater, and then he's walking out of a cab. So you're like,
So you don't know if that actually happened.
or what? So it's weird, right?
And the way it kind of, what is it? What was that movie? It was kind of like Being John Malkovich,
Right.
where it's kind of like, is this really happening or is it not?
Right.
And you're like, no, it's got to be happening.
Right. So it's really
Yeah.
weird. And in the end, with his daughter looking up at him and smiling, it kind of leads you to wonder when he was the Birdman in the movies he was in.
Was he just himself?
Was he just himself? Was he showing these powers and people thought it was special effects, but everybody knew it wasn't? I mean, it's a whole bunch of
Honestly,
questions.
I haven't
that you-
seen it in 4 years, so
None
I
of these
may
questions
have to
get-
rewatch it again.
It's worth a rewatch. It's definitely worth a rewatch.
But it's one of those movies like I watched it at like 2 in the morning,
Oh god, yeah, you'll never go.
and I was like tripping.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this movie's way too weird to watch at this hour.
And you made it when I told you I was going to watch it because I just picked it up the library, right? Because I was getting some movies from the library that I haven't seen in a long time, whatever. And I got After Earth, which everybody tells me is awful. I don't know.
With Jaden Smith?
Yeah.
Have you seen it yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I've read the book.
If there's something I preach over and over again, do not listen to the internet when it comes to
Have you
movies.
watched it?
Yes.
And? Good enough?
It's good enough.
Okay.
It's
I
good
read
enough
the
that
book.
you won't think that it's a complete waste of time.
Okay. But it's not like, oh my god.
It's not like, oh my gosh, this was the... I honestly thought he did a better job in iRobot than he did that movie.
I like Robot. It's one of my favorites, so. I wish they would do the rest of that, but they're never going
They're never going
no,
to.
No. Neither. They're not going to do After Earth either, because there's a whole bunch of books after that, too.
Yeah.
Both based on books. But, so, I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was a good pick. And then I was like, okay, this seems like something. And you made a joke when you were texting. I was texting you saying I was going to watch it, and you were like, it's really cerebral. And it's kind of heavy. And I thought you were joking. I thought you were kind of making a sarcastic,
No.
It really is. And so, I mean, we could do a whole episode just on the Birdman, but we're not.
We're not.
No. But it's a really good watch. So if you ever need a Michael Keaton fix, this is the movie to watch.
Look, and it was one of those films that, like, a lot of people didn't watch.
No, but it's really good.
But it did come up during that year's Academy Awards.
Not quite.
Like, it kept, like, sneaking up, like, it kept showing up in all these different categories.
Sure. It makes sense.
And I was like, and when the Oscars were around, I was like, yeah, that should win an award at least.
Something.
Something.
But it wasn't good
nothing.
enough. It wasn't good enough in any one thing to
No.
do it, but you could have done something with it.
And I think we need a couple movies like this to come out every so often, under the radar, without the
big hoopla.
Oh my gosh, dude! If I see another commercial, man, for a movie trailer.
And I heard, speaking of movie trailers
gosh.
and things, people are actually Captain Marvel.
They're already trolled it.
They trolled it, but you know what? I'm seeing a lot of positive, which is surprisingly.
And you know what?
Like, great.
When are we going to get
It
wise?
surprised people.
When are we going to get wise to stop going to Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, I know, right? Never gonna happen though.
Look,
You saw our trolling special.
You can go to Rotten Tomatoes today.
Yes.
And totally crap on a movie that's not due for a release for another 2 or 3 years. What good does this do?
No, it doesn't do it.
And I think maybe it served a purpose at one time.
You know what we need to do?
Tell me what we need to do.
Speaking of movies, we need to
Go
do a
on.
movie episode.
Movie episode?
Yes.
Of?
Where we talk about all the movies that are coming out for 2019 and how we think we're going to do.
Oh my gosh, we haven't done that yet.
Yes.
We've been wrong for 2 years straight now.
I know. We usually do it in January.
However, we did redeem ourselves.
Yes.
In the Oscars.
Yes, we
90% correct.
If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it.
Go watch it.
It's a couple episodes back, but you should watch it.
It's like
We
if
were
you
good.
knew what the winning numbers of the Powerball were going to be.
Except
It's
for
that
one number.
level.
Except for one number.
Yeah, you're one number off.
You're one number off. You're still going to win
You're
something.
still going to win something good.
Yeah.
You know, maybe.
Yeah. But we need to do that quickly.
Yes.
Maybe the next one. Next one
Next one will be the
we
movies.
the 2019 movies that are going to be awesome. Didn't we do that?
We did for 18.
We did for 18. We didn't done yet.
We
Okay.
haven't done for 9.
Gotta get on that one. So that's next.
Yes.
That's next. So, love us.
Well, I'd say like us, but please don't go to Rotten Tomatoes on us.
No, don't go around tomatoes. Don't listen to the critics. Like Birdman, don't listen to the critics, because even they are wrong sometimes.
Captain Marvel,
But it looks good.
Shazam.
People are both talking that they're going to watch them on the small screen. They don't think they're big screen worthy, but they're still going to be okay.
What's the other movie that they said they're already shooting down? Oh, Star Wars.
Oh.
Episode 9. They already said like 5% on the tomato meter. I'm like, it's not even done.
Nobody's seen it. Nobody's seen nothing.
They just finished filming.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes, you are ruining the movie experience for people like us.
Yeah. Oh, and the people that could watch it and enjoy it and aren't gonna ever get the
Yeah,
chance.
that's the other thing.
That's the
I
real
know
losers
people
here.
that are like, you know what? Didn't I read something somewhere that?
Yeah, and that's what they're making their decisions. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
other people are making decisions on what is good.
Yes, 2019, 2020 movies, what are coming out. We're gonna do it.
Yes,
That's next.
that is next for
Oh.
you,
Yes.
our viewing public.
Yes. And if you're watching this and you watched our live shows, because you given time on this will be next week's. So you watched last Saturday's wedding special. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a great time. I'm assuming we had a great time.
Ah.
We're recording in advance, so you know.
Oh,
this,
well, yes.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yes, and I
was
love
fantastic.
the thing with the person and the
the
guy.
stuff, yeah, all that too. Yeah.
Ocean 13 or something like that, right?
All right.
I never did say thank you about the thing that you did with the guy.
Yeah.
It's our pleasure.
Our pleasure, absolutely. If you will, Ernie.
Peace out.
That's another episode of Two Nerds and a Joke. Follow the nerds on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you follow them, they promise to follow you back. Which actually may not be a selling point. So how about they promise not to follow you back? Seems like a better deal.